Turn the beat down, turn the beat down. Turn the beat down, turn the beat down, turn the beat down. Turn my voice down too, just a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, yeah. I feel like I got no time. Yeah, so no, I can't play with you niggas. There ain't nothing we could talk about. There ain't much me to say to you niggas. I feel like I got no time. Tell niggas it's go time. No, I don't wanna kill, but I don't wanna die. So you know I'ma hold mine. I got no time. Yeah, was thinking about them days I was broke. Was thinking about my father, them days I was low. I fell on a gold mine in no time. Yeah, it wasn't no time.
Yeah, welcome to another episode of Herm Radio. We at episode 31. What you just saw was Ace Vito with a preview for his new video. If you've been watching Herm Radio, you're familiar with that song. It's called No Time by Ace Vito. He got a new project that's out right now, All From The Heart. Definitely check it out. But tonight, man, we got a really dope rapper, man. This intricate lyricist, man. A real gritty MC, man. He goes by the name Doomsday, man. Yo, Doomsday, how's it going, man? Definitely...
Peace.
Definitely great to have you here tonight, man.
Oh, God, peace. What's good, yo? Glad to be up on here, man. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt,
So
absolutely.
it's out here grind time, man. You know.
Yeah, man, it's tight times right now, man. You gotta find new ways and avenues to get yours, man. So the way that we do on Herm Radio, we like to kind of just introduce a rapper kind of or artist through their music, like before we
hmm
even get into the more verbal introduction. So what song kind of like do you feel like represents you out of all the tracks we got the most, or you want to introduce
Oh
people to
man,
it anyway?
yeah. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like each song, represent me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like
absolutely.
each joint has like a piece of like a layer of who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really pinpoint just like one specific song that really represents just me as a lyricist. You know what I mean? Because like I said, as many layers to uh, as an artist of what I am. You know what I mean? So it's like
Absolutely.
each piece, each track has a piece of my mind in it. You know what I mean? Of my soul in it. So
Yeah. So what do you? All right. So that being said, and that makes a lot of sense, man, because all this is complex. You know what I mean? We're not simple. So not to put you in the box, but what to start? What you want to get? What how you want to introduce yourself through a song? How would you introduce yourself out of the tracks you sent?
yeah, I mean, shit. Out of the joints I sent you, man, probably you got the Jewel, the American Lie, the last one I sent.
I do. Yep. American
All
Lie.
right,
So that's a
yeah.
strong name right there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That more or less right there, that whole song is about police brutality and the injustice that we face on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? In our community, on our hood, you know what I'm saying, and just around the world, you know what I'm saying, with the corruption that's going on. It's not just in the US, but around this whole globe. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But more or less, like we seeing this shit still to this day, cops murdering us on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? So that whole song is like it's basically saying, yo, it's time to stop doing all pulling out the phone type of shit and seeing the motherfucker your ass get beat and choked to death and really, try to take another avenue. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when like when you in school getting bullied, what's the best solution? You bust that bully's ass. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker ain't gonna hit you back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the only thing that some people gonna
You
understand.
know, that song is not
Nah, I
saying,
get down with that message most definitely, man, because it's
you know, it,
something's got
you
to
know,
stop.
this, yeah, the song ain't trying to promote violence or go and tell someone go out there and body a cop or whatever like that. It's just saying, do what you got to do to protect your family and protect yourself by any means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Empowerment of individual or people shouldn't be a threat to nobody. You know what I mean? So it's like it's all about empowering yourself and not, you know what I mean, self defense, all that type of stuff. It should never be frowned. Anybody that's got a problem with that got a problem. You know what I mean? Got a
Yeah,
problem with you know what I mean, just the human way that it should be. You know what I'm saying?
right. The first law of nature is self-preservation. You know what I'm saying? Is to maintain your own existence. So if you got somebody out there like these cops that's abusing their power out here, killing just because they feel like they can and they have the license to kill, you know what I'm saying? You got to really, say, okay, is all this pulling out the phone, recording them, or them having the video cams on on their bodies, really stopping the issue of them doing what they do? You know what I'm saying? Of course not. They still beating the shit out of motherfuckers, blasting everybody with the cam on, still getting off with shit like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's the biggest gang in the world.
Exactly. So I feel like the American Lie like really represents what I am as an artist and lyricist. Because I consider my style. I like to call it raw conscious, because it's conscious, but at the same time it's gutter. It's raw. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so let's get into this track, man, and I want to talk more about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
Definitely a subject.
Also, too, shout out to my homie DJ. He's the singer on the hook. He's an ill singer, R&B cat. But yeah, let's get into it, man. It's American Lie.
All right, American Lie by Doomz, Herm Radio. Let's go.
Yeah, this is for all the fallen from the brutality of these crooked jakes. You know what I mean? This is for y'all here. Need all my warriors, get your fist up, get your fist up, get your fist up, get your fist up. All my warriors, get your fist up. All my warriors, get your fist up, get your fist up. Get your fist up. Here I am, I stand as a man in this wicked land. Time ticking down on the doomsday clock. These crooked cops love to pull they glocks. I guess they gotta prove they not truly twats. Try to play street kings and rule the block. Rather put them somewhere where they cruelly rock. Escape the news is not like the eyes of Medusa. Turn your crew to rock. Your mind is a weapon, use the tools you got. They wanna label all of us thugs and crooks. Quick to pick up a hammer, but shook to pick up a book. When it's time to throw down, you better throw them hooks or slide to the side like a rook. Look how many damn lives they took. They killed my brothers, sisters, and kids. Dump on these pigs, hell no, they can't live. Yeah, I'm talking to you, crooked son of a snitch. Empty a whole clip with the flick of a wrist. Scream, this is for Freddie Gray before I dig the ditch.
You're proud to be American when you know you ain't really free. When they turn their backs, ignore the facts. You get shot by police. All my people stand up. Let's get free. Let's get free. Let's get free.
Bang on them, pull them things on them. Let it sing on them, like.
So you're proud to be American when you know you ain't really free. When they turn their backs, ignore the facts. You get shot by police. All my people stand up. Let's get free. Let's get free. Let's get free.
Bang on them, pull them things on them. Let it sing on them, like. No time to beat around the bush no more. Lace up them boots, strap up, get ready for war. They say all lives matter as long as our blood on the floor. Bring pain to my core. Pigs act up, they taste the stainless for sure. Damn yo, can't believe they shot down for Lando. Make you wanna stack up your ammo. Killed him in front of his kid and his queen, that's his fam no. Think they above the law like Steven Seagal. Better load up that K and start racing no more. That's word to the father. Go harder, go harder. Make them stop breathing like they did Garner. Go ahead and kill me and make me a martyr. First little piggy walked with a shotgun. Second little piggy screamed out they got guns. Third little piggy dispatched that shot's wrong. Better body that piggy before you get popped, son.
So you're proud to be American when you know you ain't really free. When they turn their backs, ignore the facts. You get shot by police. All my people stand up. Let's get free. Let's get free. Let's get free.
Bang on them, pull them things on them. Let it sing on them, like.
So you're proud to be American
Yeah, Doomsday, man, real dope track. Definitely get down with that message. Definitely a strong message, you know what I mean, on point, and the delivery of that message over that beat was really dope, man. Definitely was messing with a hook too. Shout out to
Well,
your man that did the hook, man. But yeah, I definitely was messing with
yeah,
that song,
yeah,
man.
DJ.
Tell us more about. So, what inspired you to make that song, man? What is American Law?
I mean, it's kind of, self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? It's just, like the whole what made me want to write that, like I said, was just the shit that we face, man, that we dealing with out here with the injustice system. I don't even like to call it the justice system. It's an injustice system. You know what I'm saying? It's corrupt. It's hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many heads that's getting bodied out here by these cops. It's ridiculous. We only see a portion of that shit, what they choose to put onto the news. But imagine how much is going unseen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
So, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just recently, I'm pretty sure you heard about it by Breonna Taylor. You know what I mean? Peace be upon her. You know what I'm saying? Shorty's down in, I believe, Georgia. She got killed while she was sleeping. You know what I'm saying? And that shows you right there. They had the no knock warrant. Like, what the fuck is a no knock warrant? You know what I'm saying? That shit doesn't even sound official. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for something like that to be issued by a judge, and for the cops to come into someone's house unannounced, and then just start shooting. You know what I'm saying? Or from what I heard, her dude shot because he thought someone was breaking into their crib. I mean, wouldn't you think if someone did knock and just kicking in your door, you're gonna be blasting at them too? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? That's
So
common sense.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
You
That's murder. That's murder.
exactly. You try to protect
You breaking
your
into a
family.
house in the nighttime and then you murdering somebody. You know what I mean? And they know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, all the. That's all. They know what they're doing.
Right.
They know what they're doing.
So with that whole no knock warrant, that's endangering, the families, the kids of that residence or whatever, and they, like I said, they bodied her when Shorty was sleeping. You know what I'm saying? So, it's these incidents and these situations that led me to want to write this American Lie joint and just really get that out to the people that choose really not to. They see what's going on, but they want to ignore it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they kind of brush it off as like, okay, well, shit happens, or they shouldn't have did this.
Nah.
Or they should,
But when you turn your back and you turn the blind eye to this type of things happening, these injustices happening, you know what I mean, to people that is not the people that you relate to. You know what I mean? Eventually, that's gonna turn around. That's gonna hit. You know what I mean? It's gonna hit everybody. You know what I mean? And it'd be like, oh wow, you turned your eye when that was happening. You know what I mean? You saw that it was happening. You knew it was wrong, but because of your political, you know what I mean, your fucked up thought processes of hatred. You know what I mean? You now this is the state of the world. Our children ain't safe outside. You know what I mean? Like, nobody can trust the police. You know what I mean?
Right. And if you choose to see this shit that goes on around us on the regular and not to say nothing, you know what I'm saying? To me, you just as bad as the motherfucking crooked cops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if your closed mouth, you know what I'm saying, is just as ignorant, you know what I'm saying, than the person the cops pulling that trigger. You know what I'm saying? If you don't stand up, when you have that common sense and knowing that shit ain't right and exact, and you don't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's what, so that's what inspired me to write that American Lie, man, because the American dream shit, that's exactly what it is. It's a lie. You know what I'm saying? It's all smoke and mirrors all the way to this COVID situation. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get more into that.
No doubt. Before we get into that, man, and I appreciate everything you said, definitely. But moving on, I want to know. I have a few questions. Like, so who is Doomsday as a rapper, man? I know you've been putting in work for a while. You know what I mean? You established in this industry and stuff like that. Who are you? Where you from? What drives you as an MC, man? Who's Doomsday?
Yeah, man, I've been spitting for man, it felt like I've been spitting since I came out the womb. Word up, I've been doing this for a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't really have one spot that I say that I'm from. I like to say I'm universal. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I've been all over this planet, man. You know what I'm saying? From the dirty, you know what I'm saying, St. Pete, Florida, South Cackalack. Shout out all my soldiers out there in South Cac, you know what I'm saying, all the way to ATL. Got my peoples down there. Right now, you know what I'm saying, I'm repping Wildintown, PA, man. Wildintown all day, you know what I'm saying? You gotta rep where you at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could be from motherfucking China, man, but or you could be from this place, but you gotta rep where you at, man. You know what I'm saying? But as an artist, as a lyricist, man, you know, I'ma say that, you know, I'm an enlightener through my music, and I use hip hop as a medium. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hip hop is a medium for me to express. You know, it's therapeutic. That's my, you know, that's my canvas. You know what I mean? But it's also a way for me to speak to the masses, man, and the people that's willing to listen to what I gotta say. And you know, I'm just being creative with it to get it out to the people.
Okay, no doubt, man. No doubt. So that being said, let's hear more of your message, man, through the music, man. Let's keep the music going. So what's the next track that you want to hear?
We can rock out with the Sanitarium, which is my new joint.
Okay.
The Sanitarium, the Wind's Whisper, which y'all can get it right now. It's on all the digi platforms, from iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, you know, all the digi platform, man. Y'all could go grab that up, man. Stream it, download it. Word up, Sanitarium.
Sanitarium, all right, word. That's a single?
Yeah, it's a single.
Okay, and that's available everywhere right now.
It's everywhere. Like I said, iTunes, Spotify. At the beginning, I got a spoken word piece, which is called The Wind's Whisper. I have my homie Taino playing the flute live. You know what I mean? So take heed. You know what I mean? Enjoy.
So it's like a spoken word intro.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, word. All right, let's get into this, man. Very interesting.
All
right. So it's called Sanitarium by Doomz, Herm Radio. Let's go.
Yes, we are. Indeed, we are the guardians. Wind, breeze, clapping the trees, leaves is my audience. Mad lacks understanding, replaces it with fear. Clouds see havoc down here, raindrops is his tears. They burn down her trees, unclothe her, violate her, drill her womb, till she cries black blood. Everything they touch, they consume. Everything they touch, they consume. In shock as they rape our mother, raid her tomb. Black smoke in her face from the smokestacks, pollution is now her perfume. Ley lines is her lifelines, footprints in the sky as the day turns to nighttime. Through sacred ground they run their pipeline. Stand up now, there is no right time. Take heed before you bleed. Teachers, preachers that feed us misinformation to mislead us. Teen kids worship the flags from the bleachers. Psychological procedures, demons out the loudspeakers. Tell us stand, pledge allegiance. Nephew, nieces, sister, brothers, fathers, mothers, hold hands. This the last supper. Streets coded to Russia, pimps and hustlers. Stole tricks to the smugglers, murderers, the thieves and the burglars. Didn't occur to us that we were serving lust. Who to trust? Burn down Babylon and blew the dust. Instead of dropping jewels with us, you do what Judas does. Intruders rush the doors with the Rugers up. Life's a bitch, even if you filthy rich. Golden rose, silky kicks, they turn kings and queens to crack fiends. Polluted babies' veins with vaccines. Like a bad dream, you can't scream where the cash be. While billionaires live tax-free, but tax me. Devils smile as they bow, worship the owl. Blood flows and now from school halls to storehouses. I vow to pour wrath from my vow. Open up your conscious doors, it's constant war. 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 We shall no longer be lambs to the slaughter. Eye for an eye, blood thicker than water. We shall no longer be lambs to the slaughter. You and I verse together, we're much stronger. Honorable mention, lyrical ascension, Mike seeks vengeance. Death is the sentence, they submit for repentance. School menace, let the tools spit for attendance. Fams gather with candles lit for remembrance. Pressure is tremendous, trauma feels endless. Suppressing the God within us, ducking the cops' beam. Seeds with low self-esteem, bleach the skin with cream like Noxine. Let in the water that's not clean, they box us in from the cotton gin, depriving us of oxygen. Cobras and moccasins, imposters grin. Leeches and toxic friends, rough roads with curves and bends, thin line, mice and men, buck 50, slice your chin, married to the game, throwing rice again, what you snorting for in the morning, in the morgue, snatching organs, wicked forces in political office, using portions of babies from abortion, sacrifice for satanic forces, can't detect them, my mind is thy weapon, open up your conscious doors, it's constant war, open up your conscious doors, it's constant war, open up your conscious doors, it's constant war, open up your conscious doors, it's constant war. We shall no longer be lambs to the slaughter. Eye for an eye, blood thicker than water. We shall no longer be lambs to the slaughter. You and I verse together, we're much stronger.
Welcome to Sanitarium, resurrect the dead, but this is where I bury them. Bury them, bury them. Welcome to Sanitarium, resurrect the dead, but this is where I bury them. Bury them.
Yo, Doomsday, powerful words, man. Powerful words, powerful track. Absolutely, man. Just sitting back, listening to the words and everything, man. I actually kind of want to ask you about some of the lyrics and actually, like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times you'll hear a song that kind of like, people will hear the song and be like, that was dope, but we don't have the opportunity to really necessarily sit down and ask you, like, yo, break down some of these, like, the dope ways you put it. Let's hear some of the thought process behind what you were talking about, man, because you covered a lot of subjects there. On Herm Radio, we talk about whatever, and I like information and truth to be, like, you know what I mean, made available, and you definitely got a lot of that in your raps, man. So I want to ask you questions. So, like, for instance, one of the things you was talking about, like, something about, like, choking on your oxygen since the cotton gin. You know what I mean? You saying something like that. So, like, what does that mean? What's that bar mean, man?
Yeah. Well, basically, what I'm saying with that is like, we being deprived of oxygen, like, because if you see the situations around this planet that's going on, as far as like all the way from the Amazon being burnt down, you know what I'm saying, from the rainforest in South America being burnt down, the shit over there in Australia being burnt down, these things ain't happening by, you know, coincidence. These things ain't happening by accident. You know what I'm saying? These are being set intentionally by people, corporations that are paying people to set these fires so they're able to build more businesses on this land. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And see, we you know, we all know that that's a major part of you know, the oxygen that we breathe is the Amazon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like what, 60% of the air circulates from the Amazon, or something like that.
I don't know. I think it's like maybe like 30%, about 30, right? 40, yeah, something like that.
Or the Earth's air comes from there.
Right. So so that bar kind of touches that perspective, like, because I feel like they eventually, man, we gonna have a damn air bill, man, where we gonna have to pay to breathe. You know what I'm saying? And mark my words, you know what I mean? Some may be saying like I'm over exaggerating the situation or whatever, but at one point in time, water was free, right? You know what I'm saying?
They already got companies that can air, that sell canned air.
Exact, word up. You seen that, right? They selling canned air from like fucking the Swiss Alps or something like that.
That's just scary. Water's scary enough, but what water and air? Like, you gotta buy air, so like, man, the bus, like, something's gotta stop before we get to that point.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and once everybody, you know, sees we have an air bill, son, they gonna be like, oh shit, this shit crazy. But when does it stop? When does the people stand up and say, okay, this shit's enough? Like I said, you know, they make a business out of everything, man. They make a business out of your water, electricity. Electric should be free, man. You got energy. We got energy all around us. You know what I'm saying? In between the space of you and the object is nothing but energy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man.
So
Absolutely.
energy should be free. I mean, look at Nikola Tesla. You know, he was trying to give everybody universal energy. But you know, the powers that be was like, hold on, we ain't gonna make no money if you tell everybody how to get free energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they was trying to make sure Nikola Tesla didn't put those inventions out that he had. You know what I'm saying? But not to stray too far off that bar. You know, that's what it was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Depriving us of oxygen, and then all the way back to even to the slave times. You know what I'm saying? I meant by, like, you know, when they was, you know, our ancestors was getting hanged by trees and shit, depriving us from oxygen all the way since the cotton gin. You know what I'm saying? So all the way since back then, you know, in a certain form fashion, we was always being deprived of air. You know what I mean? So it was like, it was kind of like, yeah, so it's kind of touching down a little bit of past, present, and future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if you deprive the body of air, like, how can it ever develop? You know what I mean? If anything.
Man.
All right, so next, real quick, next lyric, man. So you talking about, now I'm gonna misquote it, I'm sure, because you know what I mean. I'm not gonna remember it, but you know, excuse me. But like something about 4 horsemen, you know what I mean? Corpses of abortion, something like that. Like, so what are you talking about there, man? What are you talking about?
With the whole abortions, I believe you're talking about
using the
what I was
corpses
saying
of
is that
abortions.
they take fetuses and babies from abortions, and they're using it for satanic forces. That's what I said. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you know, there's a lot of these people in the government officials, people in high places, man. A lot of them, you know, deal with, you know, satanic forces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of these, there's been you know, people that blew the whistle on people, you know, sacrificing kids and shit like that. But
I'm hearing there's a lot of that in Hollywood. They're saying that a lot of that is going on.
Yeah.
A lot of that's been going in Hollywood, and that there's a lot of like actually children sacrifice, kidnapping, all that type of stuff. So you speaking on that? What do you think about that, man? You think that's real?
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. It's real, man. I feel like, you know, to each his own. Every human have their own free will, you know, and these women have their own free will, you know, to choose to keep a baby or whatever. But to me, when a woman's having an abortion, you know what I'm saying, to me, it's satanic, you know what I mean? Because first of all, they cutting the baby up when they pull him out. They chopping the baby up. You know that. You seen that shit, how they do the abortions and all that.
Boy, they kind of, it's like a vacuum.
They with the vacuum, you know what I'm saying? But all that shit is,
check this out though.
Satanic shit, man.
Devil's advocate, you know what I mean? No pun intended, right? You know what I mean? Abortions actually have been out since ancient times, like long before. You know what I mean? Different forms of abortion, different forms of birth control that was actually out since ancient times. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think anything could be used for good or bad. You know what I mean? Like anything could be used for good or bad. But that's something that a lot of people don't know, is that it's not some like new thing. Like this is something like for a woman to choose if they're gonna have a baby or not. It's something that's going on for like thousands of years.
Yeah, of course. But what I'm saying is that these people in like that bar specifically, I'm relating that bar to people in high positions that are doing these sacrifices, and using kids and using infants and babies to get, you know, to get that negative energy, that negative force going. You know what I'm saying?
And everybody on the flip side, everybody and their mom knows, like, you know what I mean, fetuses have like a fetus can be used for scientific purposes. It can be used for all different type of purposes, and actually, you know what I mean, like you said, satanic, like it's used for satanic purposes. So why, you know what I mean? Obviously,
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's what I was trying to, you know, hit at right there on that ball.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot more than what meets the eye, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, these people like judges, these lawyers, these royal families, these people, you know, these like these Arabs, these royal families, they are some of the biggest people that's into these sex trafficking rings and all that. You know what I'm saying? With the kids and all that. You know what I'm saying? And they, of course, they doing it for money and greed and you know, just sexual pleasure for themselves. But it's a deeper, this is a more meaning behind it, why they doing it. You know what I'm saying?
What's the meaning, man? Let's get into it, man. What is the meaning? What's the deeper meaning?
Like, you ever heard of adrenochrome?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know,
tell
your body,
everybody that don't know.
Yeah, well, you know, your body produces that when you start to have fear or you start to get scared. You know, your brain starts to shoot off that adrenochrome or whatever. It's almost like adrenaline or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it right.
It's adrenaline based or something like that, right? It has to do with adrenaline in the bloodstream, right?
Exactly, adrenaline in the bloodstream, right? And you know, a lot of these satanic cults and stuff like that, you know, they do that with the kids. You know, they get them scared, put a lot of fear in them before they actually, you know, whether they're doing a ritual, you know, drinking their blood or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? That blood is that life force. It's that life force, and once that adrenochrome starts pumping that energy, because that's what our body is ran off of energy. You know what I'm saying? That's what we are. We are energy. Our consciousness is energy. You know what I'm saying? Pure energy. So once you know, if you have a kid and you scan them so bad, and then they sacrifice them or doing a certain ritual, that body or that little kid is gonna let off that force of energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's, you know, it gets deep, man. It's crazy.
And that sounds crazy. And then I sound crazy for like saying that I believe that that's true and that does happen too. You know what I mean? And it's like, it sounds crazy, and people will listen to us and be like, "Oh man, y'all are crazy." But it's like, honestly, look it up. Look it up. This is something that's been happening historically. You know what I mean? It's you know what I mean? And then you just look at animals. You say, "Oh, that's crazy. That don't make sense." Look at animals, man, and you realize that it's something that, you know, fear does something in the bloodstream. It does something that it releases something into the blood, and this is something that human, like crazy, demonic-minded human beings. You know what I mean? I'm not even against Satanism, to be honest with you. I'm not against nothing, but I'm against I'm against hurting people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like I'm telling you, they're doing, like, there's a history of child sacrifice, of putting fear into children and different things, and then honestly, it also goes just to evil. It's just evil, man. If you go to, like, look at fairy tales, look at stories of, like, the monster, it's like, it's just, that's the nature of evil, and it's the nature of the beast to want to, like, prey on the fear of the innocent. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this, man, and I want to get back to the music. I don't want to hold you the whole time and just talk about this, but I want to ask you this quick,
so man. Good, man. I like that's what I do, man. That's what, you know, I could talk about that type of shit all day, all night, man, because you know, that's why I do music. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's why I use hip hop as a medium to get certain messages out like that. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to ask you, I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Like what?
I want to ask you this, man. So, like, a lot of people are privy to this information. You know what I mean? Some people say, "Oh, y'all crazy. This doesn't happen." You know what I mean? But there is a black market. You know what I mean? For human body parts, there is kidnapping. There is so many missing children right now. It's incredible to even think about. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So that goes without arguing. But what I'm saying is this: a lot of people are privy to this information. A lot of people are privy to human trafficking. We talk about it. You know what I mean? We're like, "Oh, that's messed up." What can we do about it, man? What can we do? What can we do, man? You know what I mean? Like, I know we got the, like, is it spreading the message? Is it spreading the message through platforms? What can we do to stop this?
I mean, I believe the first thing is definitely the knowledge of it, and being aware that it does exist. You know what I mean? Because like they said, like the greatest trick the devil ever pulled, you know, was convincing the world that he didn't exist. You know, everybody usually heard that saying. You know what I mean? So it's to really take heed and see that it does exist, as far as this sex trafficking, these kids being trafficked, organs being stolen and sold on black market. These, you know, it sounds almost like a movie shit, but this shit really takes place. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you know, it's money. It's the money that's fueling the people to do these wicked shit. But also beyond the money, there's it's another force that they're doing it for. You know what I mean? More power, but not of this world. You know what I'm saying? I guess I could say not of this world. You know what I mean? Because they, like I said, everything is consciousness. So when they're doing these certain wicked things, it's feeding, I guess that pure negative conscious. You know what I mean? That negative force.
Yeah, it's like something feeds off it, huh?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just like when you do something positive, or when you're around somebody positive, you can feel that energy. Just the same, it's the same if you're around negative motherfuckers, man. You
right
can feel, pick up that energy too. You know what I'm saying? So
right off the bat. And they know that you know.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, the forces that we can't see physically with our eyes don't mean that it doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? You can't see electricity, right? You can't see electricity until you plug an object into the wall.
Yeah.
Then you know then it becomes manifested. But you can't see electricity physically. You know what I mean?
Yo, we were just talking about that last time. That the human, you can only hear 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz, and you can only see the same thing, 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz, I believe. You can only see certain colors. You know what I mean? So it's literally so much stuff out there that you literally cannot perceive.
Right.
But it factually exists.
Exactly. And there's a lot of forces. You know what I mean? I don't believe in no spook talk. You know what I mean? I don't believe I don't like the, it's science. You know, a lot of people say, oh, well, this is just, theories or this and that, you know what I mean? But before a fact was a fact, it was just a theory. You know what I'm saying? And, these phenomena that go on, or these forces, there's a force of gravity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't see gravity, but when you flick a fucking quarter in the air and it pulls down to the ground, then you see the effects of it. You know what I'm saying? So there's other forces that these wicked ass people are doing to, kids and certain rituals and shit like that they're feeding other forces that you may not see with the physical eye, but it does exist. You know what I'm saying?
100%. I know what you're saying, and that's very on point, man. Yo, let's get into another track, and then I want to ask you more about the spiritual and the conscious background behind these actions that we're talking about, behind these these horrible things that happen. I want to ask you more about what is the spiritual purpose of these things. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead. Let's get into another track. What we got next?
So we got let's get into the House of Mirrors, man. That one right there, more or less, it's more just on some lyrical type shit. You know what I mean? Just playing, my lyricism and more on like a horrorcore tip. You know what I mean? I'm big into scary movies, so I was like, I like to keep people on the edge of their seat too. So, that's also on all digi platforms. They can download the stream on Spotify. Make sure y'all go grab that, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit's crazy. Let's get it.
So this is also available as a single, right?
Yeah, word.
All right, word. So House of Mirrors, Doomsday House of Mirrors, Herm Radio. Let's go.
Come one, come all, gather round, boys and girls, ladies and gents, welcome to my fun house. Enter, I got what you like, pills and lean. Do you like hip hop? Hop, 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 they all flow down here. Remain raw, takes a chainsaw, here to give you what you came for. Pain law, split your acorn with the same sword. Why you take my name in vain for? Brains splatter the walls like hit with paintballs. Heads, legs, arms, ain't all that came off. Stay claw smell fear, lend me your ear. Go ahead and cry, shed all your tears. Run and hide, can't escape the mirrors. Welcome to my house of 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 mirrors. Come near, they all flow down here. Pass the back off, pass the hacksaw. Got hands to hack off, beef is that raw. Lock the trap door, rock the crack horse on the back of that Porsche. Rash my gas torch, need a gas mask, that's my last course. Drag my fast Porsche, chase my task force. Trash the crash course, throwing the cash off. Looking like a madman, laughing my ass off. Shorty ass off, go ahead and pass off. Stash more, drinking like Jason with his mask off. Lean got mommy, looking like a zombie. Holes in your face, got hit with the Tommy. Word to Bonnie, never called for a homie. Couldn't find me with Donnie Brasco, asshole. Hotter than Tabasco, lasso this cash flow. Spit stays dark like he chewing tobacco. Turn to the jackal, hear me cackle in abandoned castle where they kept me shackled. I'm a rotten rascal with a plot to blast you in an ox to slash you with an axe to gash through head split like cashews. Eyes glaring, looking past you. Your ass smells like I used the bathroom. Gag you with a page straight up out the book of Matthew. I smell fear, lend me your ear. Go ahead and cry, shed all your tears. Run and hide, can't escape the mirrors. Welcome to my house of 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 mirrors. Come near, they all flow down here.
Yeah, I like that track Doom a lot, man. Definitely, bro. That's very catchy. That kind of gives me a feel of more like what the modern flow and modern style kind of thing is right now. You know what I mean? Definitely kept with like the authentic rhyme schemes and all that type of stuff and content. You know what I mean? But I definitely was messing with that joint. It's kind of more like something that you could hear like a lot of different people messing with, like from like, you know what I mean, that might not even be listening to like the lyrics and everything we were just talking about, but just like I'm just trying to vibe with the track right now. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I wanted to. That's why I picked that beat too, man. It was real. You know, I knew it would catch people's ear. You know what I mean? It had that little creepy sound to it, and then I actually it didn't have that beginning part on it with the sound like a circus at the beginning. You know what I mean? It actually didn't have. I actually added that on later on, because that whole beat had like almost like a circus, like a
merry-go-round type thing.
Yeah. So I was like, whoa, let me add this at the beginning, and then try to. I wanted to add like a it theme to it, like that's why you hear me like, you know, put on the Pennywise voice and shit at the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, yeah, that was the whole theme, man. So I could definitely already see a video. There's not a video for that yet, is there?
Nah. Okay. I got some stuff in mind though, man. I know it'll come out real dope, man. You know.
Yeah, I could see a video for that.
Word, man. You know what I'm saying? I even take it to the fullest degree and go down into the sewers and spit on some real grimy type shit. You know what I mean?
Shit. Oh man.
With a whole bunch of fucking balloons.
Oh yeah, man. Nah, that would get views most definitely, man. You kind of like yo, what if you just like rapping? What if you just had like the sewer thing in front of your like eyes or something like that? You just like rapping out like
word.
That'd be a crazy
that'd
visual.
Be right there.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
You could probably somehow like tweak that like with graphics or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be pushing that video out for that, man, sometime in the near future, man. It's like I got so many projects. It's just like, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to put one out at a time. But it's like, man, I got so much shit that I want people to hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But shit, we got mad time, man. Time's on our side right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we do get all our creative stuff off, right? Speaking of which, man, I want to ask you about your clothing line. We talked about your clothing line before, man. So you actually got some you got a brand or something like that, right?
Yeah. D-Day 100, yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got the hoodies on deck. You know what I'm saying? I got the matter of fact, this is one of the joints right here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We get a little close up real quick.
What's that say?
Let me see if you see that shit. It says off with their head squad.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? That's my team and shit. You know what I mean? Few my peoples that rock with me and shit, follow the movement. You know what I mean? Anytime you see that double D on the gig, you already know that's your boy Doomsday shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that hoodie's clean, man.
Word, good looking.
Yeah, I like the accents.
Yeah, it's all embroidered. You know what I'm saying? I got the all black and red as you see. Got the black and yellow joint. I also got the polo style tees. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Matter of fact, might have one right up in here somewhere. Here we go.
All right, then, so you got a website that I'm gonna share later, right? That I'm
Yeah,
gonna put
yeah. I'm gonna give you the info later. You can post it up for everybody.
Okay.
You know, want to order something, they can go right on there and
Okay.
you know, place an order.
Okay,
But this is one
definitely.
of the joints too, right here.
Oh, I like that. That's a polo?
Yeah, it's a polo joint.
I like that logo.
And then I got the, you know what I'm saying? Got the double D's on the sleeve.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So I got the black and gold and I got the money green joints of these.
Yeah, man. I might have to go to the website and get something for myself. Most definitely, man. I like the black.
Yeah.
I like the black and gold one. The green one sounds nice too. Definitely, man.
Well, I got the beanies too to match with it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, D-Day 100 gear, man. You know what I'm
D-Day
saying?
100.
And,
So what? Yo, so we
D-Day
didn't.
100.
I don't know if we got into that, man. What is Doomsday, man? What's Doomsday mean to you?
Yeah, Doomsday, the meaning behind it. Well, you know what I mean? It's multiple meanings. You know, I go by DOOM. You know what I'm saying? DOOM stands for Destroyer of Oppressed Minds. You know what I mean? So that's what the DOOM stands for, Destroyer of Oppressed Minds. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring people out of that mental death, you know what I'm saying, and that spiritual death through my lyrics and by building through my music, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Doomsday, the Headless Horseman, basically, I threw that on there because, you know what I'm saying, when I touch the mic, I'm coming for heads, son. You know what I mean? I'm coming for their heads. And, you know, and anything I tell, you know, a lot, you know, my saying, my slogan, I guess you know, is off with their heads. A lot of people will get that misconstrued and be like, oh shit, yo, Doomsday on some other shit, you know, he talking about cutting motherfuckers' heads off and all that. Now, when I say off with their heads, it's more or less, you know, it has a positive meaning to that. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you face in life, you go for the head because you know if you go for the head of the problem, the rest is gonna fall. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's the whole meaning of off with their heads. That whole slogan there. You know what I'm saying? You go head on with whatever you facing adversity in your life, and you go for the head, man. You know what I'm saying?
I like that, man, and I like what you said. What is it? Doom? What's Doom again?
Yeah, DOOM, destroyer of oppressed minds.
Destroyer of oppressed minds. I like that a lot, man. Because when you think of Doomsday, you think of the end of times. I mean, I don't. I mean, they got D-Day, you know, back in that World War II, or whatever. But when I think of Doomsday, I think when a lot of people think of Doomsday, they might be thinking of like the end of times. You know what I mean? And like the end days. And
Right.
a lot of people theorize actually that the end of times isn't necessarily wiping out and everything's done. Some people think the end of times is the end of the corrupt regimes, the end of you know what I mean, the end of times for the powers that be and the powers that have been in control. And so when you saying that and you talking about doomsday as like kind of a good thing, like it's like destroyer of
Yeah.
oppressed minds, because that's something that should be destroyed. We don't want to
Right.
like, you know what I mean? We don't want to take oppression and shake its hand, and like oppression is not going to work with us.
Right.
Oppressors and oppression is not going to work with us or for us. There's nothing that we could do to make them give us anything that we
Right.
need. We got to take it, and it's like
Right.
we might have to, and we probably got to destroy it. You know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah.
we can allow oppression to exist. Nah, man, it's gotta
Yeah.
be destroyed. So
You know,
doomsday, I like that.
yeah, you know, in order to build, you have to destroy. In some
Yeah.
in some cases, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
destruction is a work of God as much as anything is, man.
hmm you know, and you know, the end of times is you know, it's not just one day that the whole world is one snapping is gone on some Thanos type shit. You snap your this snap of the finger. Nah, the end of times been constantly, little by little happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, even you know all the way thousands of years ago, all the way to now. You know what I'm saying? These the ways of the world, man. You know, is all part of the end of time. It's like a big sequence of events. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, man, that's what it stands for, though. You know what I mean? Destroy over oppressed minds, man.
Word.
If I can enlighten through my words and my lyrics, man, and so be it.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. So yo, let's get into this last joint, and then let's come back. Let's
Where
speak on anything else.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what joint it was.
What is it? Featuring Head Ice? Is that Head Ice from the
yeah,
battle rap
yeah,
joint?
yo, no doubt. Yeah, shout out to my man Ice too, man.
Yo,
up there in Harlem.
All right, so you linked up with Head Ice?
Yeah. Matter of fact, it was about a year or so ago. Cause I do event coordinating too, so I do a lot of shows and bring artists out to different areas and different clubs and shit before all this COVID bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I had the homie. I reached out to Ice and chopped it up with him. And I said, yo, fam, I said, yo, Wolf, let's go ahead and do a track. Yo, I got this crazy ass beat. And he was like, yo, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? But before I did that, I actually had him out here in Allentown to do a show. You know what I'm saying? I had him come out and host a battle. You know what I'm saying? Because, most people know, he a battle champ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had him out here, do some hosting and shit like that. And we linked up from there, laced up this track. You know what I'm saying? And we, body this shit. So this is the Lion and the Wolf. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a video for this shit too, man. As soon as I can get the fuck up there to New York, man, without, you know what I mean? Without have to stay 2 weeks and shit, quarantine.
Yeah, God willing, soon,
make it,
man.
Yeah, we're going to make a video.
I'm trying to get up there too myself.
Word.
Yeah, absolutely. You going to make a video for this?
Yeah, definitely, man. It's got to be a track for this shit right here, man. I probably want to shoot like pieces of the video up in Harlem and shit where he from.
Yeah, man, definitely, bro. You gotta, you know what I mean? They got the best food out there too, man. I can't wait to go back to NY. So so let's get right into it and let's come back. Let's talk more about it. So this is the Lion and the Wolf featuring Head Ice, Doomsday, Herm Radio.
Off with their heads.
Doomsday, Head Ice. Doomsday, what up? Allentown in New York, you heard? Harlem.
The lion and the wolf, leave him lying in the bush. Jump out with the iron, leave him frying like some kush. MCs is dying, leave their minds turn to mush. Yuck, getting beat, smooth wind, shove, come the push, yeah. The lion and the wolf, leave him lying in the bush. Jump out with the iron, leave him frying like some kush. MCs is dying, leave their minds turn to mush. Yuck, getting beat, smooth wind, shove, come the push, yeah. Welcome to the zoo, wildlife, we are animals. Silence of the lamb, yes I am Mr. Hannibal. Radical, fists in the air, up the hand on the calico. Wolf, let the valley blow, Cali Joe, howlers glow. Silent souls, outside of violent shows. Adios, tag them toes, body froze when the shotty rolls. Acting like Gotti with a potty mouth, made your body froze. Man, please, these damn fleas. Traying these shells, pulling them sleep like they Xannies. Blaze they panties, it's jokes for they Grammys. Snatch they award, I'm out my gourd. Go ahead, lock your door, C4 to the floor. Blow out your wall, shoot the 5 in the square, blow out your jaw. No flaw, Judge Dredd, I am the law. If they don't want peace, then I bring the sword. Leave bodies in the morgue. The lion and the wolf, leave them lying in the bush. Jump out with the iron, leave them frying like some kush. MCs is dying, leave their minds turn to mush. Yuck, getting beat, smooth wind, shove, come the push, yeah. The lion and the wolf, leave them lying in the bush. Jump out with the iron, leave them frying like some kush. MCs is dying, leave their minds turn to mush. Yuck, getting beat, smooth wind, shove, come the push, yeah. Stone cold, blow chrome, finger light up like E.T. when he phone home. On another level, I'm alone, rebel zone when the devil's clone. Glass house throwing pebbles home, watching us for several drones. Tongue so sharp that it sever bones. Heaven stone, still spitting fire and brimstone. Edgar Allan Poe, flowing grim poems. Gemstones for his eyes when his lids closed. Pins affected like some sick hoes. Ripping like pit bulls, they scared to death, walking on their tiptoes. Hustlers, they flip coke. I'm a natural disaster, I flip boats. Kids with buck 50 and slit throats. Don't love feed them the gators and big moats. Tuck toes, play close, pull the burner, turn the show straight to a duck roast. Wolverine team, infrared beam, rhyme guillotine. Skin silly rabbits, get ready for the Elohim.
Smooth is what ice is. Pay dues. All my life, kid. You wanna cruise? Get a license. Cause when I move in your way like a hyphen, I'm putting it down. I break your neck, back, fingers, and toes. You spill something all on my clothes. Party and dancing in the alley like Mo Better Blues. Then in your pocket for some Mo Better shoes. Then that's keeping it gangster. I don't talk much, feelings is deep. So if you riff, I gotta put you to sleep. No action, mattress, pillow with sheets. Just captain, casket, 6 feet deep. Don't put your feet up. Bust first. See me on your block with a hoodie on, put in much work. Can't tell cops why you really gone. Like Mr. Officer, he shot him for his gold chain. Nah, them niggas lied, that nigga died for his cocaine. Cause in the dope game, you move and you bomb first. Cause hungry motherfuckers got guns and they gon' bust. And I'm one of them, so don't be fooled. My chinchilla was his dead nigga best coat too. I got coke, I ain't sold yet. Guns, I ain't blow yet. Shoes, I ain't wear yet. Levers that don't fit, but they damn near new. And watch we will, cause those I robbed live damn near you, motherfucker.
The lion and the wolf, leave him lying in the bush. Jump out with the iron, leave him frying like some kush. MCs is dying, leave they minds turn to mush. Yuck, getting beat, smooth wind, shove, come the push, yeah. The lion and the wolf, leave him lying in the bush. Jump out with the iron, leave him frying like some kush. MCs is dying, leave they minds turn to mush. Yuck, getting beat, smooth wind, shove, come the push, yeah.
Yeah, Doomsday, definitely a certified banger, man. I definitely messed with that track, man. Y'all complimented each other well on that track. The combination of voices and cadences, you know what I mean? He kind of came with a different rhythmic flow than you, which complimented y'all each other well. The beat was on point. I love how the dudes flip that sample, whoever made that beat. You know what I mean? So that's definitely another dope track. Definitely enjoy all 4 tracks that we heard tonight, man. So at this point, I want to ask you. So like, these 4 tracks that we heard, are these available? Where can we find them? And what do you have coming up? What do you got in the future for?
Yeah, definitely, man. They can definitely all 4 of them joints right there, fam. Is they on all the digi platforms. So everybody that heard them, that's feeling them, go to iTunes. If you got iTunes, if you got Spotify. They on Deezer, like I said, Amazon. You know, basically, like hit me in my inbox. Hey, whoever's listening and they digging it, yo, hit my inbox. Yo, request me. I'll send you out the link. You know what I'm saying? It'll take you to whatever digi store that you usually rock with, and you can upload it from there, download whatever. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow me too on IG, Doomsday7, Doomz with a Z, Doomsday7 on IG, YouTube. Is Doomsday 100. I got all types of jewels, man. As far as new projects coming up, I'm always working, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely right.
I got some real crazy ass collabs coming up. I'm not gonna put it in the air right yet, man.
Okay.
But I got some nice collabs coming up, man.
So you got some things in the works. So you got some surprises. Yeah. Okay,
word. Yeah, for sure.
All right, so that's definitely something to be on the lookout, you know what I mean, for Doomsday, and definitely all these tracks you can find, man. So I want to ask you this, man. So, like, we spoke on a lot, man. We heard the music, you know what I mean, definitely was, like, taken aback by the music. We got to sit down and listen to, you know what I mean, everybody should sit down and really, like, listen to Doomsday, you know what I mean? But I want to ask you, like, you said that your message, you here to, like, represent a message and stuff like that, and present a message to the masses and to your listeners. So, obviously we can listen to that through the music, but I want to know, like, if you could verbalize for us, you know what I mean? We talked about a lot tonight, man, and I want to know, like, what is your message, man? Like, what do you want people to know about you? What do you want people to know that, like, you want them to know? You know what I'm saying? If you could verbalize it right now.
My main message, man, you know what I'm saying, is just to know who you are. You know, get that knowledge of self. You know, everybody, has a purpose here, you know what I'm saying? So, my message is just to find your path, you know what I'm saying? Or whoever's listening, to find, everybody has their own path, you know what I mean? It's just not one path that leads in the right direction. There's many paths that lead in the right direction, you know what I'm saying? So, find your truth, find your peace. That's my message.
Much respect, man, and we're gonna leave them with that. Doomsday, man. Yo, it was a pleasure sitting down with you, man, getting to know you more. I'm gonna be definitely banging the music, you know what I mean, sharing it on our radio. We got our radio rotation that we're gonna happen where we playing all the music. We definitely gonna be throwing your joints in there, you know what I mean? Come back through, send me that website, because we messing with the clothes as well, you know what I mean? But yo, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming through.
Salute. I appreciate it, man. Much respect, man.
Salute. One love, bro. Have a good one.
Peace.
All right,
peace.
one. Yeah, so another episode, man. Doomsday, another really dope rapper, man. Definitely check him out. Doomz. You know what I mean? DAY. Check him out, man. And we'll see y'all in the next Herm Radio tomorrow. One.